Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Ritchie again. Goop, goop. We got a little bug today. Let's go. Today is a video where we're going into Behaviour Basics. So this is just the teleport I've done in the past. There's a video on that if you want to check it out. It's on the YouTube channel too. So we're back in the same world again, as you can see, and we're going to have a look at all of the different behaviours for the assets today. So I'll just take an asset into the world. We've got two different ones here. And as we click on an asset, on the right hand side we get the properties of the asset here. We can make things invisible in game, and we can also make them where the player has no collision with it, or the collision and gravity as well. So if the asset was in the air and we had gravity on, it'd fall to the ground once we came in. So here's the behaviour options that we have, and you can see once we've selected it, we've got a bunch of them here. So as you hover your mouse over each one, you'll be able to see what that behaviour does. An asker is a person that needs to talk to you, and so on the asset spawner spawns an asset, a basic platform moves wherever you want. So all of these different assets, behaviours that can be attached to any of the assets within the game. And if we select one here, the most common ones I really use is an asker, maybe the basic platform, the door, and maybe the void that's down here as well, and if you want some mobs that attack. So this one we use a basic platform. Once we've selected the behaviour, you get more option now about the behaviour that we've selected. Each of these I'm going to go into more detail in their own little video and show you what the functions of each one are and how they can be used in your game, and which is some of the tips that can be used a little bit different than what it say, but they can also make more experience for your game. So whatever behaviour is selected here, there can only be one behaviour on an asset. The components here, I'll go into them in a separate video, but those components you can have multiple of them, and with the behaviour you can only have one. So one of the components here is to toggle the behaviour. This is the only component that really interacts with this here, and what we can do is choose a message that will turn the behaviour on or off. So messages here that we can add are a message that's going to be sent through the system in the game. We can type whatever we like in here. I'd normally type things that are little short abbreviations of whatever you're doing, maybe quest 1, start, quest 1. Each of these messages will send a message through the system to toggle an event or an action to happen depending on what you want from the game. With the messages that you set here, the capitalization does matter, and also two messages can't be the same. So bear that in mind when you're using the messages in your game. With all of these, some of them just like the door, we'll add a door for example, I'll just show you. Here we go. You can see that some of the assets like here have different gems with them that allow different speed. Say this one has 2 speed gems, meaning that the platform speed can be adjusted, and the parameters or the range that that asset has will be higher depending on which gems are attached to which speciality there. Here we've got a door that's already got the basic door asset, and the message required is interact. There are a few messages that are already built into the game, and they just allow for you to add assets in. It's simple. So if we hit tab now, we'll be able to see that we can run over to the door, and if we press E, it'll open the door like that. We can edit these messages and remove them, and we can also edit the logic here as well, which allow us more options, and we can choose messages to be sent when the door is open or closed. Is the door open, the rocket could go off for example. So with the behaviours, there's loads of options here guys. I advise you to have a little mess around with them, explore. If you've got any questions, jump in the Discord, ask us away on Twitter. The live streams from the Sandbox are Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, and my live streams are 4 times a week as well guys. Like I say, I'll be going into a video of more detail of each one of these, what they do, what the options are, and how I use them in the game. Maybe different than the options are here, but thanks very much for watching, guys. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below, and me and Little Bub will see you in the metaverse. Thanks very much. Bye bye.